class, I'm going to be teaching on a very, very important subject, a subject that you need to really understand and, of course, put to use. Every wealthy always consider using other people's money to make more money. Let us look at it this way. We've spoken about savings. We've spoken about the importance of investing or investments. Now, but it's also very important that we talk about, other areas where we need to take advantage of, as wealthy people, as smart people. You have to learn to use other people's money, to make more money. That's what the wealthy does. Okay? It's very important you use the money that you have saved to invest. Okay? And you don't want to invest in liability, you want to invest in assets. Okay? Something that adds value to you, that brings more money to you, that brings more cash flow and more assets to you. Okay? Now, listen to this. Other people's money is what you need to use to acquire more, to make more, to get more. Remember, in this class, we're looking at those who are aspiring to becoming billionaires, millionaires, very successful, individuals. And you need to understand that monies are there, especially in the banks. And how do the banks get all these monies? Is people's money. The money that you have put in the bank, saving, your neighbors, your friends have put in the bank, those you know, those you don't know, men, women all around the world are putting money together into a bank and giving the bank so much money to leverage on. And understand this, banks that have so much money are also looking for those they can loan the money to, so that at the end of the day, they are making more money on the interest that they are putting on the loan that they are giving out. Now, who will bank give money to? The bank will want to give money to an individual or a business that they can trust, will take the money and use the money and pay interest on the money. Understand that even banks don't want to keep money just in their storage or whatever room they call it. They don't just want to stock money there. They want the money to flow. They want the money to go out. They want to use the money to make more money. Okay? And for them to keep the money for so long is not also very good for them. So they are looking for men and women like you, like myself, to get the monies and use the money. Amazingly, the money we're talking about are people's money, bankers' money, those who have gone to the bank to go and save the money. That's the money we're actually talking about. Understand that the banks are just the custodian of the money. They keep the money, okay? But then they don't just want to keep the money without the money yielding interest for them, so they loan the money out. So someone like yourself and myself will go to the bank and collect the money in bulk and use the money to do business. So what money are we using? Other people's money. That's why we call this kind of money OPM, other people's money. Okay? Now you can use this money to buy yourself a real estate, to buy yourself a bank, or to buy yourself a properties, okay? But you don't want to go to the bank to get a loan, to get money, to go and buy something that's going to eventually become a liability to you. So at the end of the day, you want to be so smart, wise enough to know that what I need to invest my money into, or the other people's money I've gone to collect, should be something that will give you cash flow of money. Okay? So for instance, if you're going into real estate, you have to consider buying properties that's going to give you money. Property that you can use for commercial. Okay? It could be residential properties, but you want to rent it out. And you've done the math. Okay? Wealthy people always do the math. Okay? You want to know how much of the money is in your account, how much of the money has come in, how much of the money that you have spent. Rich people always know the state of their finances. Poor people really don't care, and that's one of the reasons why they're poor. They don't know how their money is going or coming in. They don't have an understanding of the money. But you need to know what is happening with your money. You need to know how much have you made. You need to know if you're doing well or you're not doing well. So that's just a tip there for you as a wealthy man or wealthy woman. You need to know the state of your money, and you want to invest in something that's going to give you the cash flow. It's very important you consider that. Okay, don't just say, I understand that people are buying lands, and at the end of the day, maybe after 5 years, 10 years, the land appreciates, from maybe let's say 200 grand, it could appreciate to like 800 grand in another 10 years. It's good for long-term investments, but for someone that really wants to really ensure that he is very accountable to his resources, he wants to really manage what is coming, what is going out, and really follow up on his profits. He wants to go into something that will give him the cash flow. Okay, so you go into property, consider cash flow. You want to go into business, consider the cash flow. Is it going to start cash flowing the money in? And especially if you've gone to the bank to collect a loan, remember that's already a debt, and you want to make sure that it's a good debt. Okay, so that's what you should use other people's money for. Don't just use other people's money alone to go acquire yourself something massive, something big that is not giving you the cash flow. Okay, cash flow is very important to consider when you're using other people's money, when you're collecting a loan, when you're using a debt. And that's why I said for credit cards, don't use it for something that is classified as a liability, but rather, if you must use it at all, maybe for something you can consider as an asset, something that's going to have value to you, that's not going to give you stress at the end of the day. Debt is good, and debt could be very bad. Use debt wisely. Use other people's money wisely. Use it smartly. Use it for cash flow. Bye.